What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of my model breakdown, an Asian swing edition here as we do it almost pretty much before lock. Benefit of that is, if you're following along, you're actually going to get to see ownerships this week. A pretty good clear indication both from myself and the Osmo side. And of course, I'm going to go pretty quickly, but you can play this back anytime you want. And just a little bit of a feature, as these are premium features here at Osmo.com and part of the Osmo Plus membership. So be sure to take a look at that, especially if I go a little bit too quickly for you and you want to check it out. So let's head right into my model, why don't we? And of course, this I always sort right in the beginning by DraftKings salary. Just find it easy to do that. So quickly going to run across the top. This main page called Full Model is just going to cover every one of those tabs that you see below. So OWGR, odds, salaries, strokes gained for the numbers, other statistical ranks, approach numbers, recent form, course history, and DraftKings points. So that's a quick little run through. Then, of course, on the bottom, we'll go a quick run through. We've got the strokes gained dashboard. This is your, I'll call it, individual cheat sheet per player. It's going to give you DraftKings points, their course history, their recent form, all on one page. And then on the right-hand side, it's going to give you all of their strokes gained stat all the way back to the waste management. I could add a couple more, but this is at least a good start. So, and of course, to change the player, you go up here and let's just look at Matt Wolff and see how he did last week, and you'll see it populate over on the right-hand side. Have to download this. You can't use the Excel Online feature or through the model in the web browser. However, I give you the ability, of course, to download it. Okay, so went over the strokes gained dashboard. As you can see, if they did not play, there's going to be an NA there. Okay, so the next tab is algorithm point. This is how I generate the model ranking points. And the MYOM stands for make your own model, where you're going to come into this section and you're going to tell it exactly what you want it to focus on. Okay, so that's a nice way to change it. Let's say that the approach proximity, let's say, you know, that's so important this week. You can change that to 40%. It'll populate all those rankings and it'll give you a new make your own model rank. As you go see here, all of those are changed. So I'm actually going to go back to 0 there because this week may not be as important. So, okay, then we go on the bottom, the strokes gained rank by field. If you want to come see who the best putters are in this field, who the best approach players are in this field, have it right here. Other stat ranks, approach proximity, recent form, course history, DraftKings points model, and the ownership projection model, which I want to make note. I'm just going to hide these really quickly here so that I can at least just show you a little easier on the screen. That was Osmo's projections, by the way, and my projections minus Osmo's, which I'll show you on the front page. This shows you all of the ownerships that said golfer has ever been for this entire year. So this guy is Brooks Koepka. As you can see, Brooks is somewhere normally in the 20 to 15, 13 to 20% range, a couple of times over that. Justin Thomas, as you can see, kind of similar numbers. If there's a 0 there, it's likely they didn't play, and my formula just isn't catching it correctly. So, or a withdraw also contributes to that as well. So hopefully that gives you a clear indication. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to highlight the difference between my make your own model and the model rank. The make your own model is heavy on odds. So when I go and sort here, what I'm looking for is, as you can tell, Jordan Spieth is the biggest difference. Goes from a base rank model of 35 all the way up to 13 based off of his OWGR and his odds. Really interesting because Jordan Spieth has yet to really find that top end form, but this week is priced there both on the betting markets and in daily fantasy sports. So I like to see the difference there. I like to see both models. I like to see, because sometimes Vegas knows a little bit more, or maybe OWGR, maybe they haven't played in a while, and my rating system is more heavily focused on guys that have played. So it's a good way to get a good blend. As you can see, the top guys, Spieth, Wolff, Morikawa, Hovland, no surprise. Also a good look to find value. Graham McDowell could be in good value this week. Abe Answer, Phil Mickelson, so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at ownership here for another couple of seconds. This week, it looks like Justin Thomas, Brooks Koepka, Victor Hovland, Ches Reavie, and Joaquin Niemann all going to get somewhere over 15%. All probably looks like they're going to be the 5 highest owned of the slate. Looks like Tommy Fleetwood's going to come in right after them, along with Ian Poulter, Mark Leishman, Sung J M, and Vaughn Taylor to round out the top 10 this week. So hopefully that gives you a clear indication of where gamers are going to go this week. So you can either join them, mix it in, or try and go against the grain. And of course, I just put out about a couple of hours ago my Against the Grain article highlighting some of these lower owned plays that you might want to think about. So hopefully you go ahead and read that. And until then, good luck everybody this week at the CJ Cup. And we'll see you next week in Japan for the Zozo Championship. Cheers.